Look at this character. Do you see two crosses hiding inside? Is that a coincidence? Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Chinese with Zara. Today we are going to explore the Chinese character tree, which means drooping, dangling, or hanging down. The bottom is Tu. It depicts a lump of earth or soil on the ground. The top part is a simple sketch of fruits, twigs and leaves dangling down. The character tree came to capture the whole scene, plants rising from the earth and draping back towards the land. The image carries a whole world view. Everything grows out of the earth and returns to it. Sounds poetic, doesn't it? It is seen as beautiful because that is simply the way things are, not as punishment or divine decree as in the Bible. We can see that pictographic writing is not a loyal mirror of the world, but a selective lens. As such, it reflects how its creators saw the world. However, here's an intriguing detail. In the oracle bone script, the early form of tree had no Tu. Tu was not added until over 1,000 years later. Why is that? By the time of the Shang dynasty, when oracle bone inscriptions first appeared, the hallmarks of distinctly Chinese agriculture civilization, the worship of land and ancestors, had not yet begun to sprout. This view, however, is deeply controversial. Most Chinese scholars will tell you these features can even be found as far back as Neolithic sites. In fact, the Shang, though situated on a land we now call China, was basically not so different from other early civilizations. The veneration of ancestors, worship of earth and fertility deities, sacrificial system, political decision-making by divination, state ritual magic, divine kinship, professional priesthood, systematic calendar, elaborate royal tombs, bronze metallurgy, pictographic scripts, and integrative cosmology, which I introduced in my last video. None of this was unique. Early civilizations everywhere were doing the same things independently. This is called cultural convergence. If you claim something as Chinese civilization just because it happened within China's modern borders, this is cherry-picking. Combing through a messy pile of evidence, grabbing whatever bits seem to fit your story, while deliberately ignoring the larger picture. Otherwise, by the same logic, every feature of every early civilization could be claimed as part of that lineage. It was not until the Zhou dynasty that ancestor worship had its ghostly aspect contained and was reframed as something rational and this worldly, rooted in virtue. And from this, blood ties were recodified into a political and ethical hierarchy. Then came the Qin, who took things even further. They linked land to household registers, turning the old earth cult into a rational, calculable technology of state management. Only then, over 1,000 years after the oracle bones, did the true germination of Chinese civilization finally take place. And that's the story hidden inside the tree. Those two crosses are just a coincidence, of course. Yet inside the character, you can almost sense it. A civilization turning not upward toward the sky and the metaphysical, but downward toward the land and the tangible. A worldview almost the mirror opposite of the Christian one. Thank you for watching. See you next time.